What's up, everybody? Welcome to CFP Talks. My name is Jonas, and with me, as always, is the very spirited Mr. David Fuchs.
How are you,
Off,
Joe? Good to see you.
I'm good, man. Me and David are just off a fresh debate on asset allocation, I would say.
I wouldn't say no debate. Like I specified that before
Conversation.
we started talking. Yeah, it was just a conversation about different approaches, not even different approaches, just all different options of approaches with managing wealth. And it was a good convo.
Yeah. And there's something to be said for what we were talking about and even the way you approach the exam. And I think the conclusion we came to at the end was the more simple we can make a client's portfolio, and even though there are a gamut of products that are available, the more simple you keep the client portfolio, the easier it is for you to manage and the easier it is for you to build your practice and the better relationship you can have with your client. And I think there's something to be said for that when we're prepping for the exam as well. I think everybody gets to the point before the exam where they're looking for some complex gizmo gadget, something special to do. What am I going to do the week before the exam that's going to put me over the top? And and I think we all kind of want to do something, especially the day before the exam when you're feeling all your nerves, that you're like, I got to do something. I got to go crazy with the studying. And my philosophy is day before the exam, keep it simple.
I would actually say the day before the exam, I wouldn't even look at any material. And I think you start to dwindle it down the closer you get. We just talked about what to do the week of the exam, and we talked about that. But as you get closer and closer, you start kind of dwindling it down more and more. But I would actually argue the day before is actually the day that, like, let's say you're taking it on a Saturday, the last day I would look at any material would probably be Thursday night. I would just completely go dark on Friday.
I'll give you my pre-exam day review. I'll give you exactly what I do. I'll get up, normal time, breakfast, excuse me, gym, go get breakfast, go get a massage, watch a movie, go to bed. That was my day.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
And I would just kind of take my time with everything. I go to the gym, take my time. Everything that I normally don't, maybe if I that I'll do the extra stretching before for 5 or 10 minutes, and I'll do the extra stretching after for 5 or 10 minutes. And then, I'll chat with somebody and then I'll leave. And go to breakfast. I'll sit down and I'll actually read a
Just
newspaper.
chill. Just chill. Like, take it all in. Don't be like, you know, a lot of times, like, when people go to the gym during the week, you're rushing there, you're rushing in and out. And then like, I go on Saturday morning, and I always say my favorite workout ever is a Saturday morning workout, because you go, you take your time, and you're just like taking everything in.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like, though. And that's when, and you do that when you know you have an abundance of time, and you're not necessarily on a huge schedule, and you can kind of just like be at peace. Um, that is, and I just completely lost my train of thought. You do that,
Take it in.
take it in. You do that when you know you have an abundance of time. And
Yes.
that's the approach that I would take to that last day before the exam. So if you're taking it on a Saturday, that Friday, make it where your entire schedule is clear. And anything that you do, you can experience exactly what we're talking about, where any activity, any event, any hobby that you're going to do, you're doing it almost like uninterrupted, not thinking about, oh, I got to finish this up real quick because I got to be somewhere in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just truly taking it all in.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'll give you kind of my level two CFA and level three because these were the two that I did the best. Both scenarios, like I actually had to fly out for level two because it was during COVID, so I actually ended up taking it at the University of Omaha in Nebraska. And me and my study partner, we ended up staying in the same hotel. We got a room. We split the room, and we are like, I was like, "What do you want to do?" And we got up when we literally went to breakfast. We just bullshitting about life and hanging out and just chatting. And we spent probably 2 hours at breakfast. We literally like ordered breakfast, get a cup of coffee, chat, 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 get another cup of coffee, chat, chat, chat. And then we went back. We like found a place. We like walked around Omaha for a little bit. We found a place we can get a massage. We did that. By the time that was done, we went by just to check out where the exam was going to be. So we went to University of Nebraska just so we know where stuff was and where it was relative to like where we could get lunch,
Mm,
just so you knew what your day was going to be like the next
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And then we moseyed back to the hotel. That probably got us back there at 6. At that point, we were ready for dinner. We sat down at the bar and we had dinner at the bar, had a drink each, went back up to the room, probably about 8 o'clock or so. Like watched a little TV. By 9:15, 9:30, I was out. And that was our day. Like it was just a very like slow,
Chill,
chill,
slow.
like nice day where we didn't really
Yeah.
do much.
Days ever, man. I love those days.
Like it was a really nice day and it was nice and it was cool because like it was during COVID, so I really didn't want to be home. I was home that entire time. Like I was itching to get out. So it was nice to be in a new place. For my level 3, I did something similar. Like I went to the gym. I went over to 2 towns over to a place called Manhattan Beach. I got breakfast there. I walked down the beach. I sat down and I chilled. I stared at the ocean like a weirdo for like 30 minutes. And it was just like, it helped me like relax. Went, booked a massage, went to the movies, watched a movie.
By
So
yourself?
by myself. Like, and I've never actually done that before, but I was like, I don't want to be around the house because I don't want to stare at my books
Yeah.
and feel the temptation to study. And like, if I do this, there'll be like no no temptation to do that. But it was like, I went to the movie theater that was a little further, that had the big reclining seats that I never really want to drive to anyway. But I was like, I got the time today, so I'll do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's
You
what I'm
know.
saying. Like you took your time. You probably had a nice, quiet, peaceful drive there, chilled at the movies, didn't think about anything for 2 hours. And those days are great. Like those days are my favorite types of days, and those really like are almost like in a way therapeutic. So I think having that day, the day before a very hectic, anxiety filled day is so perfect for the day before the exam.
And it sets such a nice precedent for the exam day. Like going in frazzled and frantic and underslept and undernourished and hungry and tired and sleepy and caffeinated and Adderalled out. It's not a way to go into the exam.
They're all out.
You know? You know what I mean? But like when you go in and like that's your day before, like think about the precedent that you just set. Now I'm going in and I'm calm. Doesn't mean that you're not going to be nervous. Doesn't mean that you're not going to get exam day jitters. It doesn't mean any of those things. It just means that like you've gone in calmly and now you're getting such a better start to the exam where, if you start here and you're going here, your anxiety is off the charts. If you start here and you come here, you're at normal levels of exam day.
Right.
But you just don't want to come in here because it never goes down. It only goes up. And you're going to have this heightened sense of anxiety. And I know walking out of that exam, it was an 8 a.m. exam. I was done at, when I took my level 3, I was done by about 1 o'clock, I want to say. I think I went home, had lunch. Uh, I think I met a friend for lunch maybe, and then I went out and I got some drinks afterwards. I think the next day was Thanksgiving, so I was flying back to New York, but it was like such a different experience than the time I had taken it before when I was rushing in and I was like
Hmm.
it was just such a, I was so amped going in. And that was not a good way to take it because I probably would have passed if I had done a better job managing my day. And I didn't. And I got punished for it. So, going in and doing it better that second time around was a relief because you went in and I just let the exam be the exam. Like, the
Yes,
exam provides enough jitters. I don't need to add any more to that pot.
that's right.
But those chill days,
Those chill days, man. Those chill days where the schedule is completely clear. Take your time, take it all in, put you in such a great headspace.
yeah,
And I would even say to do that not just for the CFP exam, like that's almost like a life thing. But like it really helps on
yeah,
in this particular
yeah.
incident.
And,
But
and
it's
and don't open up your work email. Don't be tempted to do one work call in the morning. It always dominoes into two or three or four other things. Don't do it. Just don't. Don't put one thing on the schedule. Don't. It's not necessary. It's full. That one call can wait till the day after. It's not. And again, unless there's an absolute emergency, with 99.9% of the time, there is no emergency. Why are you gonna do it? Why are you gonna do that to yourself? That there is nothing good that comes out of that. So I think that's good. It's a good place to
that's
end.
good. Wrap it.
With that being said, everybody, we hope you enjoyed this video. With any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to David or myself. And please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And we will see you guys on our next episode. Take care.